Online. Today we're going to work on some balance issues, which I know for me has been a big thing over the past few years, and especially after all the stuff that I went through last year. Balance is really, really important, and if we can build it up now, then when we need it later, it'll be right there. So we're just going to go ahead and start breathing like normal. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. One more time. Inhale up, look up at the sky, and push it away. Very good. When you come down, I want you to grab onto your leg bungees, and I want to do just a little march. I just want to kind of lift up on the leg bungees. Good. Lifting your feet out in front of you. Just a little march. Nothing real big yet. Very good. All right. Now we're going to bring our feet together, and we're going to bring the march up and put it down. And up and put it down. So right away, we're starting off with some balance. Told ya. Up and down. So the goal here is to use the bungee to lift you up to a 90-degree angle. Okay? So like what I'm doing. Now, if you need to do it a little slower, that's fine, but slower is going to see, oh my goodness, I need more balance. And you use your bungees, triangle out as you're bringing that leg up. Then do the other side. Nice and slow, triangle out, and bring it down. Otherwise, just march. Remember that walking thing? We always talk about walking and using the tie 4 as you're walking. This could be a way that your neighbors would look funny at you, but you could use your tie 4 in your neighborhood and just go for a walk. All right, enough marching for the moment. I want you to bring your feet together, glue your knees together, continue lifting your bungee forward as you bring your heel up to your bottom. Okay, so you see what I'm doing here? Heel up, heel up. You see none of this is moving, right? Just my knees are bending and I'm using my hamstrings. Hamstrings are so important to balance. Hamstrings are important to low back pain. Hello. Anybody besides me have that low back pain? All right. So bring that down. Good. Now get your legs all warmed up, right? Yes, maybe. If you're not warmed up yet, I want you to hit pause, because I'm real serious about this. I want you to hit pause, and I want you to do a little bit more. Maybe take a walk around your living room and come back to where you were. I want your legs nice and warm for what we're doing here, okay? So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to spread our feet wide. We're going to take all the bungees off of our right hand and put them over onto our left hand. Okay, see both the tie 4s are right here. We're going to slide it through and make this hand go over towards this wall. Now, this hand is not going to pull real hard, okay, because you see that bunches the shirt and it's not comfortable. This hand is going to keep you balanced, all right? So trust me on this. I know we've done these things before, but for right now, I want you to take this hand towards this wall. I want you to take your right hand and grab your leg bungee and pull it out the other direction. So you should feel equally balanced, okay? So now you're going to take your right hand, left hand is up towards the wall, right hand is what we're using. You're going to take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to push it forward and turn into that wall behind you. As I step forward a little bit here. So this arm is still out to the side. You're going to pull yourself away and then come back to center and bring it all the way in. All right, so we're going to line up again. Left hand is going towards the wall. Right hand is at your hip. You're going to take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to push forward and use the bungee to turn you into it and look as far back as you can, and then bring it back to center. And this is my dog, Lectra, and she likes to interrupt. We take interruptions here, don't we? All right, up left hand up here, right hand, inhale. Exhale, push it forward and away, and you're gonna push yourself, let the bungee pull you in, and turn that head, and then inhale back to center. Good. Can you do it one more time? Left hand is still facing upwards, right? Towards that wall. Right hand at your hip, inhale. Exhale, push it forward and away. Push it, push it, push it. Turn the head. And inhale back to center. Good. All right, now that felt really good, right? So we're gonna do the other side. Now, Heather, you said we're working on balance. Why are we twisting? You are working on your balance while you're twisting. You can't twist in an upright position if you don't have an equal balance in your legs. So that rotation in the spine is so important for all kinds of mobility. I mean, that's Joseph Pilates himself said that we need to have the spinal mobility, right? That's the whole purpose in a lot of his movements. So by putting this added aspect into it, we are creating ourselves some stability while we're inhaling with our right hand, left hand, right hand up, left hand here, inhale. Exhale, push it forward and away. So we're increasing the stability with the tie 4 as we're increasing the mobility of the spinal twist. Okay, isn't that cool? I just think that's cool. All right, right hand is out, left hand at the hip, inhale. Exhale, push it forward and away. Turn your head to look in the direction that you're twisting. And inhale back to center. And take a break for a second. It's always good to stop, take a break every once and again. Inhale. Exhale, push that left hand out and away and turn and look at that wall behind you. Good. Inhale back to center. And remember, we're taking the hand all the way out and bringing it all the way around back. Last time, inhale. Exhale, push it forward and away. And turn and turn and turn. And come back to center. Now, you may have noticed on those third and fourth turns, you've been able to turn a little bit further, and that's exactly what's supposed to happen. You're loosening up and adding mobility, and that's so good. All right, now we're gonna bring our feet together. I'm gonna go back to the left hand. So all the bungees are now on the left hand, and we're gonna pull it across, okay? So feet are together, and we've got the balance and the work is gonna be on this left side, even though the movement is gonna be on the right, okay? So we're playing opposites now. So left hand, keep that palm up as much as possible. The minute your hand starts to move, that shoulder blade is going to come up. So we keep the hand turned. That helps to keep that shoulder back and helps the shoulder blade to stay down in the back. Okay? All right, smile. This is fun. Listen, when the fitness instructor says it's fun, it's going to be torture. No, you're going to like this, I promise. You already do like it. All right, so we're pulling our hands out to the side. This hand is here for guidance. Okay, so we're gonna put all of our weight on our left. You feel that hip come out, all right? Now I want you to bring that hip up under you. All right, so all your weight's now in your left heel. Let it go out again. You feel a little bit of stretch over here in that hip flexor. That's good. Bring that hip back up under you. Keep that hand out. Good. Go back out again. See that hip move? Good. Now bring that hip under you and hold it here. And this is where we're going to stay for this whole time. Now you're already feeling it up here and in the back and a whole bunch of other places. So that's a good thing, all right? We want to be using these muscles. So we're going to take our foot out and about. Use the bungee. Foot is stable. Take your right toe and you're going to tap it forward. You're going to tap it back out, and then you tap it behind. Okay. Now, you can do it that way with your holding the bungee stable, and you're just moving your leg like that. Or you can use your bungee as a guide, and you can take your foot out with your bungee and bring it back, and take it out to the side and bring it back, and then center. Now, if you notice, I have my bungee in different places. So to hold it just by itself, I'm triangling it so there's equal tension, and I'm just moving my leg, okay? All this is getting worked when I go out and back. Now, I'm gonna take a break for a second. I want you to take a break for a second. I'm gonna show you the difference when I go down on the leg bungee and pull up just a little. You see this slack up here? That means my hand is now giving my foot the direction of where to go. This one is harder to do. Even though when you got the tension on the bungee, that feels hard because you're working your arm. Woo, that works me. This one is harder to do because when the bungee is triangled, you have that extra balance to lean into. So just you do what is best for you. If you need the extra stability while you're moving, go ahead. I want you to do this about 3 or 4 more times on your own. I actually want you to hit the pause button right now, and I want you to find where's comfortable for you, whether you're triangling the bungee or you're reaching down and pulling up on the bungee and taking more strides with your leg than using the bungee for stability, okay? We will be right here when you get back. All right, now you're back. We're gonna do the other side. So take all the loops off of your left hand and put them on your right, and slide that bungee through, keeping the hand face up. Now all the weight's gonna be on your right leg. Okay, so feet are together, bungee is triangled at the side. We're gonna put all the weight on the right, and then we're gonna bring the hip under. And we're gonna put on the right, and bring the hip under. All the way out, so you see that hip moving, and then bringing it back under. Now this is where we're gonna do our work, and we're gonna take our foot forward. We got the bungees triangled at this point, out to the side, and back. Good. We're gonna go forward, and out to the side, and back. Good. Now I've got to do that whole thing again where we've got the bungee pulled up, and we're putting our foot where we want it to go, and putting it out to the side, and pushing it to the back. Remember, this one's harder, so I want you to do what you need to do for you, whether you're triangled or you're lifting up. This one is just out here for moral support. So you hit the pause button again, and we're gonna do those 3 times. So that's 1 and 2. And you do whichever way feels more comfortable for you. Do it slowly, not fast like what I was just doing. I was just doing it just to show you. I want you to do it slowly on your own 3 more times, and then come back, and we'll be right here. See, I told you, I didn't go anywhere. I'm still here. All right, so now we have take off the bungees off of both of your hands. I want you to bring them forward and make sure there's equal tension. And then we're gonna take them behind us and make an X and put your hands in the first loop. Yeah, easy for me to do, right? So your hands should be in the first loop of the bungees. The first loop means that's the one that's closest to you, so you got the one on the end hanging off. You can just let it hang, or you can double it back over like you normally do. It's up to you. So, find my center. So first we're gonna just reach back with our thumbs up. Feel the stretch in your chest. Inhale, exhale, and bring it forward. Good, reach back, Look up if you want. Inhale. Exhale and bring it forward. One more time. Reach back. Inhale. Exhale and bring it forward. Nice. All right, so I want you to bring the bungee up underneath your arms so that the bungees are kind of rubbing across the back of your bicep. All right, and we're going to use the bungee as a balance support for these next couple of things that we're going to do. Now, we're going to take our left hand towards the corner of the room, and we're just going to lean into it. And you see I'm shifting all of my weight, and I'm going to come back. Take your right hand and lean into the corner of the room, not to the side, to the corner of the room. See my heel comes off the ground, and come back. Good. It's just a weight shift. We're just shifting our body weight, but we're using the bungee to kind of stabilize us in this body shift. Very good. And we're turning and breathing. And shift into it. All right, come back to the center, shake out your shoulders. Now what I want you to do, your feet are probably already naturally kind of sort of out a little bit anyway. I just want you to turn your heels in so that your feet are going in the direction of your hands. All right? And what we're going to do is we're going to take a little step. So don't let that freak you out. Yes, you have to shift to take the step, and that's okay. All right? So we're going to get our hands up here. We're going to lean into it. We're going to take a step with our heel. Keep your toes loose. Lean into it. Come back and come back to where you were to start. All right? So the same thing on the other side. You're going to lift your foot up. Put it down with your heel, okay? Lean into that. Let the bungee pull you into that. Keep your toes soft. And then come back to center. Starting part. So we're gonna lean. Oh, taking a step on your heel. That's kind of interesting. Yeah? And come back to center. And take a step on your heel. And lean into it. Nice. And come back. So you remember all that stuff we used to talk about walking. We want to walk heel to toe, not on our toes, right? We want our heels to be the first thing that hits the ground. That's how the percussion that comes up from the ground is going to keep our body strong and makes everything wake up when our heel hits the ground and there's that boom, boom, that vibration that comes from the ground up. Let's do that one more time on each side. Okay, so we got our feet out towards the corners. We're gonna reach into it. So if we keep the weight on the heels, the knees aren't being bothered. And come back and step into the right, into the corner, lean, and come back. Very good. Shake it all out. I know you're feeling that in that low back area. That's a good thing. That's good. Low back is important for balance. Remember that. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to keep our feet wide. We're going to reach back. Inhale, exhale, reach. Just let it fall. Inhale back and look up. Exhale, together. Now put your weight on your heels and bend your knees so you're pushing your bottom back, right? Reach back, inhale. As you exhale, stick that bottom up and hinge forward at the hips, keeping your back flat as you go on down, and feel that in your hamstrings. That's a really good place to feel it. And breathe. Good. Inhale. Exhale, scoop it first, and then let the bungee pull you up. Good. It's just a hip shift is all it is. And we'll twist it out. Good. One more time. Feet are wide. Knees are bent. Weights in your heels. Reach back. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to stick your bottom up and hinge forward at the hips, keeping those knees bent. Okay? But keeping your weight in your heels so that you don't feel the pressure in your knees. And feel that nice big stretch in your hamstrings. I like to do that little airplane, gets a little bit down deeper into it, but don't let your head go lower than your heart, okay? Keep looking up. Inhale, exhale, scoop it and pull yourself up. Just shift those hips forward. Good, and twist it. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna keep our knees straight this time, okay? So reach back, take a deep breath. Exhale, stick your bottom up, hinge forward at the hips. Keep your head and chest up as you go down. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but you don't want your back rounding. You're trying to keep that back nice and flat, and you feel it go all the way down the back of your thighs. Actually, all the way down the back of your legs, all the way down into your heels. And breathing, and inhale, exhale, scoop it, bring it forward, and when you come forward, tilt your hips as far forward as they will go. And breathe, feel that nice hip flexor stretch. Good, come back to neutral and twist. Let the bungee pull you into the twist. Good, one more time. Reach back, take a deep breath. Exhale, stick your bottom up, hinge forward at the hips. Yes, you're sticking your bottom out, and that's an okay thing. It's all good. And breathing, keeping your head and chest up. Inhale. Exhale, scoop it, pull it forward, stick your hips as far forward as they'll go. Mine are kind of tight today. Come back to neutral and give a twist as you breathe normally. Good. Go ahead and let your arms come out of the bungees. Undo the back cross. And we're gonna put them on regular. Good. And we're gonna go back to what we did at the beginning. We're just gonna march it out. Do you feel stronger after all that? Do you feel like your legs are a little bit more supportive than they were when we first started? Do you think you can bring your knees up to 90 degrees yet? 90 degrees is the goal, okay? If you're just right here, that is just fine. As long as you are constantly pushing yourself just a little bit more every day, just a little bit, because a little bit makes a big difference. An inchworm moves a little bit each movement, and he gets all the way across the yard. Very good. All right, take a deep breath right where you're at. Feel the oxygen. Just breathe. Isn't that nice? Good. Inhale up. Gently exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Now this next bit, we're going to stretch the legs a little bit. If you're feeling wobbly, I want you to go get a chair. So hit the pause button, get a chair, and then come back and do this with us, okay? I kind of feel like I want you to have something to hold on to. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one foot, put it from the other, and I'm going to use the bungee as my balance. I'm going to put all my weight into my front heel, and I'm just going to bend and lean into it. I'm going to feel the stretch go all the way down to the back. I'm going to push my back heel into the ground. I would like for you to have a chair that you could hold on to if you feel like you need it, okay? Good. Now take a deep breath. As you exhale, I want you to bend that back knee just a little bit. So now all your weight is on your back toe and your front heel. Good. Inhale. Exhale and come up. Now, again, if you have a chair to grab onto, this is a good time to use it. Otherwise, use your bungees. We're going to come up on our back toe. We're going to soften both of our knees. We're going to tilt our hips forward, and we're going to push, we're going to lean back into the stretch and feel it in the front of our hip flexor area. As we work those really hard in those balance moves. Good, breathe, inhale, exhale, come back to neutral, and then step back. Good, shake it out, we're gonna do the other side. You've already got your chair, so you're good. All right, so one foot in front of the other. Use your chair to hang onto, or your bungees for balance. And you're just gonna put your weight in your front heel, and you're gonna bend that front knee and lean into it, pushing the back heel towards the ground, feeling the stretch in your calf. And breathe. Very good. I have to remember to say that because I have to remember to do it. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the back knee and feel the Achilles stretch. It's not a big movement. Not real big. Just breathe. Good. Okay, come back up to neutral. Good. You've got your chair to hold on to if you need it. Bungees out if not. Come up on your back toe. Soften both knees. Tilt your hips forward and lean back into that hip flexor stretch. Very good. You can see my everything. Good. Inhale. Exhale, come back to neutral, and then step back. Good. Shake that out. Drop your hands out of the bungees. Inhale up. Take your left hand and grab your right wrist and pull it over to the side as you bend and exhale. Nice big stretch. Inhale up. Exhale, flip wrists and pull it the other direction. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Very good. Take your tie 4 and throw it down behind you. And take a deep breath. Reach up, plug your fingers into the ceiling, flip your hands forward, exhale, and scrape the back wall with your elbows. Feels so good. Good, one more time. Inhale up. Really reach before you flip them and scrape the wall. And exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. And feel it, feels so good. Now, inhale up. Flip your hands out. Extend your elbows, bring your fingertips in, and as you come down, I want you to keep your fingertips extended as you push the floor away and feel it go all the way up into your ears. And just keep pushing that away and breathe. Oh, it's good. Neck stretch. Good. Keep holding it. Inhale. As you exhale, very gently turn your chin towards your right shoulder. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn your chin to your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale and release. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. And give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all worked really hard today. I know I say that every time, but you really do. It's hard work, but hard work pays off in the end when we get to have that balance, when we get to use the stability that we're creating and we can trust our bodies again. It's just such a wonderful, freeing feeling. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for showing up each time, and I hope to see you again soon at OsteoUp Online.